What up, YouTube? Back at it, man. You already know what it is. Gonna put this new radiator in today. Pulled out the old one. I didn't really have any issues with it. It's just old. And everything else up under here is pretty much new outside the block. Water pump, belts, AC compressor, alternator. Everything up in is new. Master cylinder. So only thing I'm swapping out, I'm about to do the cooling system over, changing all the reservoirs, getting all that old stuff out. I mean, make sure it's right and exact. It's just dirty, but for the most part, everything up under here is new. So I said, you know, why not swap out the radiator? So that's the part number right there. Got that from Advance. I think it was like $1.50 out the door, more or less. So that's what I got going on with that. So I'm gonna put that in a minute. Then my button everything else back up after I get my top plate and everything else back in, and get my my electric fan. So I'm going with electric fan. So I'm doing that. But look, man, I've been watching some of these guys, these Grand Nationals, man. It's like, yo, I know I ain't did everything to the car like a lot of dudes have done. I ain't do the frame off and all that, but everything else on the car has been touched. Everything has been done to this car except the frame off and the paint. The seats and stuff is in the shop right now getting done, and the interior panels are done. You feel me? These are the upper door panels. Move my creep out the way. Lower door panels. I'm redoing that console. Dash done. Speaker deck done. You know what I mean? New sun visor, suede roof, gauge. Get my pillar gauges over there. New carpet. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So she right and exact, man. But I will say this. I was looking at a couple dudes out there. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to, you know, take no shots at nobody, but listen, if you got $5,000 rims on your car or more, and I've seen dudes with $8,000 rims and they ain't upgrade the brake system. You feel me? You know, putting $8,000 in rims on top of some drums, man, that ain't the play. You know what I'm saying? I got the Corvette Z06, the C5 Z06 brakes on mine all the way around, you know, so that's what we doing over here, man. We trying to make sure we right and exact over here. You feel me? So that's why I went here and I ordered the rims when I did the brake conversion. I did the brake conversion almost 2 years ago. So I just went ahead and ordered the rims because the stock rims wouldn't fit over the new brake system. So we got that. I got the Willwood MC, new Hydro Boost. So we locked and loaded. Again, window trim, new doors, window sweeps, key lock. You know what I mean? I got the sweeps on this side, new suede. Those are for my doors. I'm gonna put seats. I'm sorry, when my seats come back. That's an old. That's dash for the Impala. That's gonna be for sale. I think I'm gonna get that recovered though. Then I'm gonna sell it. So that's what we got going on with the Grand National, man. Again, man, you know, you gonna spend the money on the car, spend the money. I can't tell nobody where to spend their money at, but it's just a pet peeve, man. When I look at the cars, man, and they got the same old brakes on it. You see, I got the exhaust But I'm about to pull that exhaust out. I'm going with the 3-inch exhaust. I got 3-inch downpipe now, so I'm going with 3-inch exhaust. So yeah, that's what I got going on for the day, man. I'm about to put this radiator in right now, button it up a little bit, clean up under this engine bay a little bit more, and then we're gonna be rocking and rolling. All right, got the radiator in. You know, shout out to my man Crash and Burn again, man, because you know he put me in a game with the radiator. I believe between he and I, we got the hot air cars on lock. As far as the info, between us two, our 2 pages, you're gonna find out everything you need to find out about these hot air cars. But this is the F-body radiator, part number 433918, as I showed you in the previous clip. So it fits in, direct bolt on. If you have the I forgot what you call these sockets, man, but they're specialized for they call it flex head, but nope, that's not it. Let me see. My bad. Yeah, you call it a nut wrench set. That's what they call it. But anyway, it goes on like that, and it allows you to tighten it on the tubing, and I got everything snug with that. And that was a 1/2 inch socket head. So we got that in, man. And again, put the it come with the little hose clamp with the hole cover. This was exposed hole, so I got that in. Got my oil cooler lines in, and that's it for the most part. I mean, it was easy. I mean, pretty much slide in, bolt right on up. So I got the lower hose in, but I was trying to change out the upper hose to something that was a little more fancy, you know, kind of dress up under the engine a little bit. But the hose that I bought was actually too big. This hose was actually too big, so I got to take it back to Sunny and get the right size for that, and then that'd be the end of putting the radiator in. So all I have to do now is wait for the my cooling fans, cause I'm going with the electric fans, and my top plate cover to go to hold the radiator in. But right now I'm about to fill it up with my 20W50 VR1 racing oil. Yeah, and yeah, that's gonna be it for the day, man. But I'm about to go ahead to Summit and see if they got that hose. If they don't, because that hose costs $100. If they don't, just get my money back and put the other one back in, and then we'll be done with the radiator. I'm gonna tell you, man, one of the good things about dropping that oil pan and cleaning that oil pan out is you can't even see how clean that is. Because normally you have that sludge at the bottom of the pan, so even when you change out your oil, all that sludge doesn't come out. So once the engine heats up and you start running, it kind of mixes it back up. That's what turns your oil darker on top of, you know, the engine just burning the oil. But see how clear that is? Yeah, we back in business, man. We back in business. All right, so we got it back in there, man. I had to switch up a little bit. I bought the Spectra hose. The Spectra hose is like this. This is Spectra hose right here. It's like a steel braided hose with the rubber inside, a little reinforced. But since I don't have to clear too much here, I wasn't really worried about that. So I was going to swap this out just to make it look better. But yeah, but the hose they got goes to 1.5. This is 1.25 inch in diameter. So it didn't work. I mean, so I'm like, you know, big deal. So I just went ahead and put the original back on because there wasn't no issues with it anyway. I'm just trying to refresh everything, get everything tight, right, and exact. I figured out what this sensor is for. That's the oil pressure thing. It came loose. So I don't know how long it's been off. I just noticed it being off. It could have been off. You know, I don't know. But I put it back on, and I'm gonna see if it give me any issues once I put my you know, once I fire it back up next week. And if it's bad, I'll just swap the sensor out, no biggie. But yeah, man, 2 weeks I look to have everything buttoned back up, fired up. Only thing left yet now is the it's a transmission. As soon as I get it done, as soon as I get the engine done, injectors put in, send the transmission to Watts Performance out in Carrollton, and they get my training done for me. And then I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna have my machine shop that did my 2.5-inch pipes, 2.5-inch exhaust, do the 3-inch exhaust, or do I want to do with the pipes catback system? Because I'm thinking about running the cat, because I don't really care for how the car smells when you let it idle. Like right now it's back, then it's the garage. So if I was to fire it up right now, the whole garage would just be fumed up, and I'm not really with all that. So I'm thinking about going with the put the cat back on it. You know what I mean? Just doing the cat back exhaust, and I put all that in myself. So we're gonna see how it go, man. Now for that, she ready to rock and roll, man, to go get paint. Like I said earlier, I'm not doing a frame off with it. Everything has been touched on the car. I'm gonna attempt to paint it, because Spray Way and True Grit got me thinking I can paint this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it this shot. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing to do but to try it. You know what I mean? So if I pull it off, cool. If not, then you know what I'm saying, I just, you know, send it to some of them, you know what I mean? Or my guy out in Baton Rouge that was going to paint it anyway, I might send it out there if I can't pull it off. But I think I could pull it off. I'm confident I can pull it off. You know, I don't get it right next one time, I could sand it back down, do it again. I'm going to definitely go with the 87 grill. Got that coming. I got the spool bumper filler coming on the rear end. I think I'm going to keep those. Those off eBay, but they're not too bad. So I don't really see no issue with those. And that's about it, man. Like I said, everything else on here is tight. Clean up the engine bay, you know, new reservoirs. Got to get my plate to hold this in. My Casper's electric fans coming in. And that's it. That's it. Seats should be done in another week or two. Pop them back in. And yeah, man, we rocking and rolling. But that's it. That's it for this video. When I get everything else in, when I get back, I'll go ahead and pop it in, give y'all another video, and then we're gonna start sanding this thing down, man, getting it right. I was trying to get off the rims too. Ain't nobody really trying to touch me with it, so you know, I don't dislike them. I just want some new ones. I want to go with a replica rim, but those rims are for sale. If they don't sell, it don't really matter, because I still like them. They just always had them for a while to mock up the car. But that's it for the day, man. Just want to get a video out to you guys. Appreciate you guys rocking with me, and I'm out.